Jun King, yes. And I came down here from Trenton. I didn't know this was going to be a TED Talk, emotional leverage night, so I'm a little emotional because I was listening to stuff he was singing about being a side John, and that brought me back to some stuff earlier in my life. I'm 55 years old, so that means I fucked a lot of other people's women in a lifetime. So, but there's risk and reward to it. So I have my normal set. I talk about the importance of doing your paperwork. And doing your paperwork as you get older and move through life, it becomes to be a lot of different things. So when it's little kids, you start with Charmin, Angel Soft, maybe Scott's at Big Mama house, but she wants single ply. Because paperwork is really important. What's the first thing you teach kids? The first job, potty train. Being potty trained ain't worth a damn if you don't teach them how to do the paperwork. Because then they still walk around smelling like shit. They get a little bit older, then what's the next thing you teach them? To wash themselves, to clean themselves up. But washing and cleaning yourself up, everybody got that little cousin, you hear him in the bathroom marching around, shower running, they come out and they still stink. So you gotta teach them motherfuckers how to do the sniff test. Okay, some of y'all don't know what the sniff test is. If nobody taught you before, I'll teach you now. Take your hand. You run around your little hot spots. Check your jiggly bits. Ladies, make sure ain't no crumbs in your sugar bowl. Reach back there, you check your outbox. You hope you don't smell too bad and pray you don't get anything on your lip. Y'all okay? All right, so as you do these types of things and you move through life, paperwork becomes different things. Driver's license, insurance, mortgage. Some of you niggas ain't paying your child support, stuff like that. All those things are very important, and none of your paperwork can stink too bad. Because it's like when you got bad credit and you show up someplace wanting something, they smell you before you can ask for what it is. They say, oh, no, you can't get this. And then you end up with a fucked up apartment. And you know that some of y'all got them little dingle apartments? You don't know what a dingle apartment is? That's where the dining room, kitchen, living room is all the same room. Dingle. But if you have better paperwork, you have a better quality of life. If you give yourself the sniff test and you know that you smell bad and you get a chance to tighten yourself up, then when you present yourself to someone else, you get better results. Somebody talked about what the brothers say about the ladies, if your pussy stink, take your shoes off first. That's because if you don't give yourself the sniff test and you don't know that your pussy stink, you don't know to take your shoes off first. So that's a great example of giving yourself the sniff test before you set yourself up. Now, ladies, I don't want to, this is just a little bit, this is a public service announcement. Y'all, a lot of young people in here, so y'all may not understand the reference I'm about to make. But ladies, do not be so aggressive when you're cleaning your jiggly bits. Because them little pieces of toilet paper are dangerous. It's a choke hazard. Some of y'all done probably took, see, brothers are laughing because all of them and since you folks nowadays don't eat fish with bones in it, y'all don't know what the cure is. The cure is, some of you old black folks know what the cure is. You got a piece of Wonder Bread, you ball it up in a bowl, and your fish bone get caught, you chew it. Now some of you old cougars might have the white bread in your nightstand, but you young ladies don't have that. So you have to be mindful of these things. So you always do your paperwork and give yourself the sniff test. So if y'all don't remember anything else from tonight, keep those two things in mind. Always do your paperwork and give yourself the sniff test. And if you in here tonight and you know that the person you rode here with, paperwork is fucked up, don't ride home with them. Call yourself an Uber now. Save yourself the embarrassment. Let them tell you the story about how they got pulled over by the police and the cop said, let me see your what? Paperwork. And if the joker got a bad attitude, then what's the cop say? He wants to see everybody's paperwork. So if you know that joker's paperwork is bad, call the Uber now. Tell them, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. And then let them tell you how their night went. Thank y'all for your time. I'm Jun King.